Call the meeting to order.
Yeah, a little.
This is the meeting of the Southside Fire Station Building Committee.
Vacuum them up?
Today is July 22nd, 2025. Please note that this meeting is being televised, streamed, or recorded by Bourne TV. If anyone in the audience is recording or videotaping, please acknowledge such at this time. Use of flash photography during the Southside Fire Station meetings is prohibited. If anyone from the public wishes to access the meeting, you may do so by calling the following conference line. I don't have that there. If you're on Zoom, the meeting ID is 891-0327-7696, and the password in capital letters is SSFS. The Zoom chat will not be monitored. Participants who wish to speak must raise the hand icon and wait until the chair asks them to unmute. All items within the meeting agenda are subject to deliberation and vote. First, we will have the call to order. The attendance. Rob?
So Chair Wayne Sampson, Clerk Rob Christensen, Chief David Palazzi, Gene Azarovitz, William Meyer, Scott Meyer, Kyle Lima, Peter Lindberg, and Carol Lynch via Zoom.
So all members of the committee are present today. Number 3 on the agenda, we have a architectural update from Mark. Rick, did you want to go first?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, excuse me.
Well, okay. Mark Scosio?
Sorry. He's Rick, I'm Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Rick Pomeroy.
Would you like to go first, sir?
Flip a coin.
It's been a heck of a day, I'm sorry.
Where's Robert's rules? Come on, this is out of hand.
So we're here today to give you an update on the fire station project. A lot of exciting things are happening. We've been meeting on a weekly basis and had made some great progress. And we described it to you very early on that this project was going to occur in several different phases. And the first phase is schematic design. So we took the information that we were sort of block diagramming very early on to come up with our conceptuals. And we've refined that. We've added the spaces required. We've worked with the department. The department's been involved with every single one of our project meetings. And we're at the point right now where we have our adjacencies, we have our spatial needs and constraints. We've been looking at orientations of the building and what space works best next to the other space, all of the things we described to you early on in the development of the design. So we're at the point right now where we have our massing. We're going to show you some elevations. We're going to show you a floor plan that we've landed on. And we've made a lot of changes and refinements during that process, and we think we're there. After today, the next logical step would be to move into design development. So we're taking all of the information that we gathered during schematic design and we're refining the drawings. We're still going to be adjusting walls. We're going to be adjusting door locations, maybe windows, taking things in, adding things in, taking things out. But we'll be refining the documents during that phase. At the completion of design development is when we've looked at all of our options. We've talked with our mechanical, electrical engineers. We've talked with the department, and we finally have agreed upon this is the space, this is the building that we want to go forward with. And then we'll work into what's called construction document phase. We'll take that final plan and work it into a set of documents that all of the trades can review and bid on. So it's a long process, but and it has to take certain steps. So today, what we're hoping for is a consensus from the committee on the schematic design phase. If we can gain that consensus, and we have some options to discuss, along with that, we would like to estimate this. But we don't want to spend that time estimating until we agree or disagree on kind of this is how we're going to move forward. Also during this, we've had a preliminary meeting with the building commissioner. talked about permit planning and and a couple of variances that we have that we're aware of with regards to the site, as well as going with a no elevator option for the second floor. So we can talk a little bit about that today as well. But I'm going to turn it over to the professionals, Mark, Kyle, and Kelsey. They've been working on this, and we're hopefully we can come to a consensus today and move forward with an estimate. The key to the estimate right now is, after all of the changes that have been made, we've added spaces, we've reduced spaces, we've increased spaces. We're still at 16,000 square feet, which is what our goal was. We have a mezzanine that the team is going to show you. That's not included in our square footage because we kind of look at that as cheap or free space. But our goal is to stay at 16,000 square feet, and that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to let the team turn it over to you, and I'm going to turn it over to them so they can present to you, and we'll open it up for questions and answers. Okay? Thanks.
Thanks for stealing my thunder. That's all right. Thanks, everyone. Let me introduce Kelsey Ling, project manager, and Kyle Robinson. You've met over Zoom, but you're officially, Kyle's our project architect. As Rick said, basically we're going to go through the schematic design today, walk you through that presentation. And the good news is we're at the same size. You're going to find that we've flipped the building, and we'll walk through each of those pieces. At the end, we'll go through some exterior elevations. We have two options that we want to talk about. And as Rick said, sort of moving forward, we're looking for a general approval to move out of schematic design into design development, and then ultimately what you like or don't like about the exterior and moving forward in that area. So Kyle's going to walk you through the site plan and the programmatic pieces, and then Kelsey will walk you through the plans, and then I'll walk you through the elevations.
So the site plan looks very similar to the early ones that I'm sure you all can remember. It's a little more defined, so you'll see we found places, at least temporary holding spots for the generator, the mechanical units, the transformer. So everything, we know everything fits. We got the parking spaces in the back. The one thing, as Mark said, you'll see in the plan in more detail, we mirrored the whole building. There's a benefit to that, which we'll explain more in the plan. The one trade-off with that is that public parking is now off of the apron. We felt that the flip was more beneficial than having a potential conflict with the limited number of visitors that will be coming in and out of the station parking in there. So that was really the one trade-off in flipping it, is having to allow public parking off the directly off the apron. But you'll see in the back there's a small patio for firefighters. It's right outside the wellness room, the gym, so they can be inside, outside for that, as well as right off of the stairway from upstairs. So, and then the parking area, and you can see the little white boxes. Mark can point out a few. The transformer, generator.
Parking.
Yeah. So, Marlene, if you want to.
Yep.
So just in general, with this flip, we're just trying to highlight how this is put together from, functional spaces. So the areas highlighted in blue are the apparatus bay, all the storage, all the functional spaces. And you can see on the upper level that's the mezzanine. We'll get into that a little more later. Administration, public spaces in the front at the entrance. Kind of the living spaces. So the upstairs is the kitchen and the day room, and then downstairs that's the gym. And then a bar with the bunk rooms kind of separated, so they have a little bit of privacy. And then we'll let Kelsey will walk you through that in a little more detail here.
Okay, so as mentioned earlier, we're at 16,000 square feet, gross square feet. technically 16,380 with the mezzanine. As we said earlier, that's kind of free or cheap space. So at the front entry, there's all of the office and administrative space grouped together, as well as the lobby and public space. The watchroom has visible connection to both the lobby and the apparatus bay. The apparatus bay has 4 bays. There are 5 doors, though, because that 5th door up there could be space for the captain's vehicle, and then the drive that we saw earlier on the site would be the entry and exit for that that door, as well as, of course, to everything else in the back, such as the parking. There is a yellow area right above the admin area where there's the stair and corridor. So that corridor leads either to the apparatus bay, or if you go the other way, up to the bunks. Yeah. As for the other support spaces that are on this floor, grouped to the east side of the plan, we have EMS storage, equipment maintenance, and the gear room, which is a pretty spacious gear room that can hold about 30 lockers. And then northwest on the plan, we have our air supply room. We have some mechanical spaces, as well as a spacious decon area. And then I'm going to very quickly explain what we wanted to accomplish with circulation in the decon area. We wanted to kind of make that circulation as efficient as possible and try to limit the amount of crossing over between areas that are hot and safe. So the general circulation would be that if you're in the bay, you're going into the decon area, and then once you've been decontaminated, there's a yellow transition area, and then you can go upstairs to your bunk or to the day room or wherever else you're going up there. And then, of course, there's also a door going from the apparatus bay to that area. So that is a major circulation area as well, because that communicates the bay and the day room upstairs. And then we have the wellness room there as well, which also communicates with that transition area so that it's not connecting directly to a hot hazard area. And I think that's it for the first floor. Second floor, so we've got that mezzanine, which we saw earlier in the 3D view, which overlooks part of the apparatus bay. And that's going to be a really, hopefully really efficient training area, as well as perhaps for storage. We've got a day room with our kitchen on one side, kitchen dining on one side, and a living area on the other, a pantry, and then the hall there is kind of dual purpose. It serves as circulation between the day room and the mezzanine so that it's easier to bring things to the mezzanine or get access the mezzanine, as well as to access the patio, which is just in white there. So that's some additional outdoor space for them to enjoy on their time off. And then, of course, on the east wing there are all the bunks grouped together, and in the center we have all the circulation and plumbing, including the laundry, all grouped together. And then at the very end, on the south, is the captain's bunk, which we made quite spacious and made sure there's plenty of storage for. All right. And then I'll just go through these quickly. We have some 3D diagrams to point out some of the major features. So this is the mezzanine space. So a couple things to point out here. We plan to have operable windows to aid in training. There will be basically just an open surface area for general training purposes, and a removable railing. And we are thinking that underneath of it could also be functional space as well. So we're working with that maybe the the backflow or some workstations. An alcove could be down there. And on the next slide here, so these are some images from another fire station we have done. So this shows a fairly similar space. It would look something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I've split the day room into two diagrams here. So the kitchen and dining area, pretty much all the standard appliances, but we plan to have a pantry, which is number 3 there, and a breakfast bar. And then on the next page, these are some precedent images also from other fire stations we've worked on. So spacious countertops and lots of storage, modern appliances, and lots of seating, and I think making this a space that fosters socialization is a goal. Next. And I'd say the same about this space as well. Putting in a lot of seating and fostering socialization. So this is the seating area. Important to point out, 4, that is the door that goes downstairs, that stairwell on the north side. So that communicates with the apparatus bay. And then precedent images for seating at day rooms, the other fire stations that we've done. And I think proximity to dining area is very important here, being one open area. Okay.
So with that, we're looking at the exterior renderings. We're going to be showing 2 different types. We've called one the Cape version, and one is a masonry version. So, sort of, I know you can all hear me. I assume online you can hear as well. But one of the things, as you know, it's a fairly square box. So we've articulated some moves that, which is what you can see here, is in creating some arches and try to break up the box as much as possible. So it's simple, but subtle, but it actually, I think it's quite nice. This is that side door that we mentioned, a huge addition to the plan, a very beneficial use of that backspace, and again, a very tight site. Next, so we'll just walk you around the building. So this is as the front elevation, this is the entrance, and the parking that both Kelsey and Kyle were talking about, and you can sort of see that articulation of the front. You can go to the next one. The back, this is that exterior patio, the back, sliding doors that take you out to the patio, so if you want to do some cross training and the like outside exercise, the grill will be out there as well, which is a nice spot, nice connection. And this is that's that door that takes you outside from the wellness area, the exit door into the parking lot. And then we have the brick version, so the articulation of the building is the same. This is a full brick version. We can talk brick, partial brick, not all combinations. Is kind of some of the things we want to get some feedback on. We're also showing different types of doors, which I'll show you again, but the front, again, the similar articulation, the brick with some precast, giving you some areas for signage and the like. Obviously the flagpole, lighting, and some articulation. Metal roof on all of these so far we're pretty much talking about. And then windows, operable windows, everything's hurricane sensitive or hurricane proof. Same thing, we'll walk around the building. This is the side entrance, that's that door. Windows in the top, let some light into the apparatus bay, but not windows on the bottom so they don't interfere with storage and racking and all the things that are on, you guys all like to put on the walls. So it's good to keep the wall space open, but give it as much natural light as we can get in the bay. Back patio area, upstairs patio, backside. entrance from or the exit from the wellness area. And then these are all four, I figured it'd be just sort of summarized, so this is an option for A with a non-arched door and different types of doors, so we've been looking at the chief brought to us or asked us if the rapid doors, you may be familiar with them when you've gone to your car dealer or whatever, they open very quickly. They're slat doors, so they're roll-up doors, they are aesthetically different, and we have to limit the amount of glass in that one as well. So this is it in the, what we call the Cape or A version, so A alternate and B alternate, the doors. Just to give you some sort of general ideas financially, the doors, the difference in the standard, this is more representative of what it would actually look like, a standard hurricane door, sectional door that we would see. They're about roughly $20,000 a piece. These rapid doors are about $55,000 a piece. So if you do the math, that's about $175,000 delta. And then I looked at, it's just simple math, but then taking that side door, making it sectional, because it doesn't have to be rapid as much, so you save $35,000, so you could go there. We'll look for some feedback on what you want us to look at. The price difference between the brick and the shingles, so we're looking at either a hardy plank or shingles, or we've done cedar impressions of late. There's a $10 to $20 a square foot difference in the system. So take away the siding and add brick, so that's about $150,000. Yeah, there's about $150,000 to $170,000 difference between. So the brick is more expensive than what we call the Cape style. And basically, that's it. We really were looking, the department is very happy with the plan. I think the plan works very well. What we're looking for some feedback now is do you like the direction we're heading? Do you want to look at other directions? So feedback more on the aesthetic at this point. And then, of course, if there's questions on the inside, we're happy to answer them.
Comments from the board? I mean, for discussion purposes only, I personally kind of like the Cape style. I think it fits into the neighborhood, which could be very important over there.
I'm partial to the Cape one. And we've done tons of brick additions. What's that?
Actually, brick is more expensive. It costs, we'd have to farm out, or facilities would, to do repair work on brick. Where if it's the Cape style and wood, hardy, anything of that, facilities should be able to make a repair.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think the rapid doors, even though the cost is more, is better, because after all, they're a rapid response
Yeah.
thing. And
It's a.
you say, oh, we're only saving 2 minutes on a door going up, can mean the difference of
It's
anything.
probably net a minute.
Only one quick question. Then how do you get away having a second floor without an elevator and be ADA approved?
So we've done this on, I won't say every single station, so if you want to go all the way back to the floor plan, so the only place the public is allowed in this building is the lobby and the bathroom. Everything else is firemen only. And as part of the firefighters' requirement in their job description, they have to be ambulatory.
Oh, yeah.
So the Mass Board gives us an exception on that, and they've done it multiple times. We are in the process of filing it. We've met with the building inspector. He's on board with that. It's never been rejected. I don't expect it to be rejected. And they do grant an exception for fire stations and the like, that because people
Well-
can't be upstairs.
Your meeting room is only for firemen. It isn't like a Sagamore station where you can have a public meeting out there.
Correct. And we don't actually,
So-
the only meeting area really is the conference room downstairs.
Stairs.
And it's in the private side. It's
Yeah.
not intended, it's not like here, we're not gonna have public meetings in there or anything. So, and even the gym is downstairs, or the wellness center is downstairs, which is even further amplifies that, because you could say, well, and we've done them on the second floor, and we've got exceptions, but you could push maybe that somebody is on, you don't have a definition of light duty, there's no, in your world, but if somebody was, I don't know, recuperating and wanted to use the facility, I don't know how you would handle that, but even if you wanted to do it, at least now it's on the first floor, because remember, before it was on the second floor. And you can see why we flipped it. That was the sort of a major change in flipping the station over. But no, if the consensus, that's easy. If the consensus is to stay with the Cape style, that's a decision we're looking to go for. If that's the way we want to proceed, it's certainly less money. Sort of speaking amongst the subcommittee, I think we like them both. I personally like the Cape style better. I've always thought of sort of that here. And we've done plenty on the Cape, and we've done brick on the Cape too, so it's not, but given the area, I do think, I sort of,
Well,
Like-
it also will save on construction time-wise,
oh yeah.
so.
So the weather resistant too, it's easy to put up, and, you know, you're not, winter conditions, if we're in that, the schedule we're on now, that wouldn't be the case either way, but if things change for whatever reason.
Okay.
We presented them to get feedback, we're happy with either way,
Is
either
there-
direction.
Is there any opinion about the brick style versus?
Wayne, I have a question.
Yes, Carol?
You can hear me. I grew up in tornado country. My husband and I have lived out here since we were in our early 20s. And I know it's different out here, but they do tend to, I just remember seeing my grade school and my junior high buildings, which were brick buildings built in the 30s, looked like they had been bombed. The tornado pulls the cement out between the bricks, and they end up with huge holes, and it really looked devastating. But we've also lived through 2 hurricanes, and I've never seen that kind of damage out here. So, but that's my only impression between the two.
Yeah, we do design for the hurricane, obviously. The windows are missile impact proof, so you could lose some siding. We're gonna do a metal roof. You know, everything's tied together in the hurricane design. So granted, you would have potentially, if you had a severe hurricane, you'd likely to lose some siding. The building obviously would stay. It's perfectly safe building. You literally could be inside of it and be perfectly safe. Where, yeah, the brick obviously is going to be little or no damage, no matter how high the wind is. But at some point, if you're starting to see 150, 160 mile an hour winds, you could potentially lose some siding and have some damage. But the windows and the structure, the roof, all that would stay intact, no matter what, in any condition. We have to design for that.
Okay. Yes,
Is there any difference with the energy efficiency between the doors or anything? I mean, the rapid doors, I think, would be a better way to go.
That's a
all around.
good question. I will double check on that, but I don't believe there's any difference in
Just
energy
curious, yeah.
efficiency.
Okay, do we want to take votes on this, or do you want just an opinion?
I think I would,
I think you should vote.
Okay.
yeah,
think
but
you
I was
should
gonna
vote.
help frame that vote.
Yeah, yeah.
By what I'm hearing, and I'm gonna
say somebody
try to
made a
amend it a little bit for you, but I would say that it sounds like everybody's in consensus to go with the A version with the alternate door, the rapid response door.
I'm going to take separate votes on these,
Okay.
okay? A vote on the doors and a vote on the type of the building.
I'd also like you to talk about the roof material.
Okay. Let's go in order.
So A versus B.
I got a question before we vote.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just, the long-term maintenance on the siding as opposed to the brick?
We just did the Cedar Impressions building, so if we split this up, which we still may look at, so it might be clapboard on the bottom with Cedar Impressions on the top, there's 0 maintenance, and this new vinyl is.
It's vinyl siding?
It's vinyl, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Cedar impression.
oh, all right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I used terms. I should be sensitive to that, yes.
Cedar siding is different.
No, Cedar Impressions, they call it Cedar Impressions, but you could, if we use them here at the top, which is something we're considering, that will enhance that sort of cape look a little bit. You'll drive by, think they are cedar shingles, but they are.
And all of the trim is proposed as PVC, so
Yep.
this is a no painting building.
Correct. And we will not paint the PVC.
And both alternatives have metal roof, the same
Yes.
metal roof material? And you decided on the roof material because, I mean, I would like to have metal roof on my house as well, but.
Well, so we are proposing a metal roof, but I do want the committee's feedback and input on that.
Mhm.
And we're proposing the metal roof for a number of reasons, not the least of which is venting under the new energy codes.
Yeah, I think it's a smart idea. It's not exactly, I'm sure they have materials that look aesthetically a little bit more in keeping, but it's not a traditional material we see, but I think for the longevity and the health of the maintenance of the building,
Yeah.
it's.
You do
it's a
see
good move.
sort of the more modern cape buildings now.
Sure,
So, you
especially
know,
with the colored metals and everything.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
trendy, yeah.
We wouldn't, I mean, we're showing it as a muted tone. We're not envisioning it to be red or black, or it probably will be a gray, simple sort of, we're trying to quiet the roof down, not, because it's a big building, too.
Mhm.
One quick question to the chief. Does it meet and do you like the setup that this drawing has, the way it's laid out?
For the interior, or, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like this, we've been involved in the entire process throughout. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we keep talking about different things. Let's take one vote at a time here.
You want to start with the roof?
No, let's start with the design of the building, brick versus Cape style. Does anybody want to make a motion for
Make
the
a
Cape
motion, we go
style?
to the Cape style.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? Second by Dusty. All right. Any discussion? All right.
I personally like the brick. It's more traditional, more fire. Do we have, can this go out, like these options go out to the members and have their input as well? Or is
Members
this
of,
something that has to go in
No,
directly today?
This is the committee vote,
this is a commit, this is a building committee
I
decision.
vote B. I vote B then.
building committee vote.
Yeah.
All right, so we're making sure that we do all of our votes formally, because when the minutes are taken later on, they listen to the thing, so I'll just call it out. Chief,
Is everybody clear on the motion? So,
to go with the Cape style design.
okay,
Thank you.
which is vinyl cedar impressions and/or a hardy clapboard with PVC trim.
And a metal roof. on
And a
this
metal,
one.
well, the roof, let's do the roof
Separate
different.
vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Chief,
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
No.
Rob?
Yes.
Kyle?
No.
Carol?
I'm gonna go with the majority. I think you guys know what works best out here, so keep style is good for me.
Yeah, I need a yes or a no.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Jean?
Yes.
Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 yeses and 2 nos. Okay, that's on the style of the building. The next is the doors.
I would suggest on the doors, because it's pretty easy for us to do this, that we can certainly put that in as the preferred way, but we probably should get an alternate for the traditional doors, and then you can make an actual financial decision. If we have money issues, you could, you know, it's certainly a conversation, because it's a couple of $100,000 difference.
So can I get a clarification on this? What is the average opening time for the standard door?
So what's that?
30 seconds?
30
No,
seconds.
not for a sectional door?
No more than a minute.
Because the overhead doors at 14 feet are like
So you're picking up basically 30 seconds effectively, to a minute maybe. We can get you that information.
Yeah.
What I would suggest is that we continue to look at both, get you solid
So
numbers.
you don't need this vote today?
No,
Table it.
Table it.
I would table that for now, and I actually would bring it through I think Marlene's agreeing with me as well, that we would do an alternate as we move forward in the drawings even, and actually get pricing for both.
I would strongly suggest that the committee carry both of these options all the way through the specs, because, I mean, there could be a real difference, price-wise.
And we will get you, we were introducing it today, you're asking good questions, we're still getting information on that, and we'll get you those answers. The actual speed for a sectional door, and actual speed for the roll-up door, and, that may help you make a decision that you're only picking up 20 seconds, and maybe that's not worth spending that money.
So I would like the actual speed of the two doors.
Yeah, no, it's a great question.
Not just because of the speed of the door.
No.
The reality is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, if all three firefighters are in the truck at the same moment, then it might make a difference. But the first person that's ready, because they're not gonna all be at the same place all the time, the first person can hit the door's open by the time everybody gets in.
Yeah, that's happened.
I would think, most of the time.
Can I say something? Sure. So I'm not disagreeing with the question. I think it's a fair question, but I don't think it's something we can answer with absolute specificity, because we are going to put out a bid package that door installers are going to bid on, and there's going to be or equals. And, we're not going to necessarily be able to tell you the exact model number of the opener at this point. I mean, that's going to be that's going to be in the bid package.
Yeah.
And there's going to be, if you're making this decision based on a fraction of a second, we can't give you that information.
Sorry.
Because we don't know the exact model number of the door or the opener. We're gonna spec a size, but there's, we don't even know by the time this goes out to bid what's gonna be in the market. These things change.
But that's to your point. That's why running parallel courses, we'll have numbers in front of us. We'll have a much better understanding on who we're actually supplying at that point, and we can tell you. We can give you those exact numbers. We can give you the R values. We can give you, and then you can make a much more informed decision. And it's easy on us, doing a brick and a Cape style. That's not really possible, but it's possible. But it's a lot of work. So I think this is a good decision. We would recommend, I think, collectively, that you do parallel course on that. So that's, and then we'll make a decision.
Okay. Regarding the roof, you said you wanted to have further discussion on that?
Yeah, I would like to hear the committee's, if there are strong feelings against a metal roof, if there's strong feelings for asphalt, or if there's any strong feelings.
St. John's Church in Pecasset, that was redone. That has a metal roof. That's 30 to 40 years, and they've had no problems.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that the metal roof is, and what's the difference between a metal roof and a standard roof?
There is a price difference. I don't know.
I will tell you when we did the schematic design for the police station, it was minimal. The difference between a standing seam and reinstalling asphalt, the standing seam was slightly higher, but in the scope of the project, it was pretty minimal.
Oh, yeah, I agree. We're not talking hundreds of thousands of dollar difference, no.
Would you like a vote today on
Yeah,
the
that
type
would
of
be,
roof?
yes, yeah.
Do I have a motion to make?
Motion to make the roof metal.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second.
And I
Chief?
just want to clarify, this is an unvented standing seam metal roofing system.
So why don't you give us a little detail what that means? When you say system, you mean that it goes together that way?
Yeah, so the whole roofing system, just because of some of the other issues we have in town, you know, it's not just the outer material, it's everything from, are we
Yep.
truss?
Yep.
Are we truss?
Yep.
So everything from essentially the truss out. So there's all sorts of stuff in there,
Insulation and,
vapor barriers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but it's a manufactured, engineered system is the point, and that's what we would propose anyhow, so.
okay. Any further discussion among the members? Okay. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Okay, unanimous.
I have one more, I'd like some more feedback from the committee. So if you're looking at the Cape style side, the top picture, the windows above the doors are called transom lights. The top picture has arched transoms, the bottom picture has squared transoms. Can the committee tell us, like, if you have a preference between the arched transoms or the square?
I think
Just
our-
gotta switch, that's all.
Can you show us the top picture alone, a larger
Yeah.
view of it? Thank you. Okay.
That looks more light in.
Now, are you talking about, oh, I see what the target.
These are-
Okay.
These are
Over
the,
over the doors.
yeah, over the overhead doors, these are called transom lights.
I mean,
Are there strong feelings about these?
I personally believe that is better visually.
Aesthetically, it looks great.
Oh, yeah.
Aesthetically.
Like that style.
So can we take can I ask that the committee take a vote on, that you prefer the arched transom windows?
Do I have a motion
So
to
moved.
go with the arched transom? Motion by the chief, seconded by Peter. Okay, any discussion before we take a vote? I don't see any discussion. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And Jean?
Yes.
Unanimous. Thank you. Anything else that you need a consult on today? There is something else?
No, I don't, those were the major issues I wanted the committee to kind of
You just,
resolve.
the only other vote you probably should put on the record is that you have approved the schematic design, which this is, with these amendments, and that we're moving into design development.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a motion to approve the schematic design and authorizing the team to proceed into design development.
Okay.
It's sort of it's a contractual move, that's all.
So for the schematic design as presented today, now, I thought I heard you say that there's still a couple little changes.
Yeah, and you'll be informed.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna walk you along. There's always slight changes.
Approval of the schematic design as presented as of today.
Correct. And authorization to proceed to DD. So that's, yeah.
Okay.
Design and development.
Design development, sorry, yes.
Correct.
I use too much nomenclature, I know.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Do I have that motion?
So moved.
So moved by Peter,
Second.
second by Jean. Chief, any discussion? Any discussion by anybody? I don't see any. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And Jean?
Yes.
And that's unanimous. Okay. Anything else that you have, sir? Rick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, good work.
Debrief, he's gonna get
We're
on the
moving
boat.
forward, that's great. As I said before, we will be doing an estimate of the information we have right now, and at our next meeting, we'll provide you with a budget update and kind of where we stand. The building demolition, excuse me. We're in the process of developing some hazardous material remediation specifications so that the building can be cleaned before it's demoed. We hope to have those out in the next couple of weeks. We just received a draft that we're working through right now, so we'll be moving that forward as quickly as possible, but that work does have to go out to bid. It's going to be separate from our contract, because the goal is to get this building down. The town will handle the demolition of it, but it has to be cleaned before the demolition starts. So that's in process right now. Excuse me. And, over the next couple of meetings, we'll be talking about equipment and how the building is populated, finishes, and all the like as we move forward with this. But this is a great first step, and good congratulations on the design team. And Mark, you did a very good job of
They did it all.
doing our Vanna White up there for us. That was great. I appreciate it.
Wear a different dress next time.
And I think that pretty much covers us for right now.
One quick question, how much of an abatement is there in this building?
It's not a lot.
I couldn't imagine it being.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the construction, they use an adhesive between the members when they were constructing it, and the adhesive has asbestos-containing material in it. So it's going to be a bit tedious, and we're trying to figure out the best way to do that. There's two ways to approach it. You can treat the whole building as one classification and just tear it down. But what we're trying to do is see if we can isolate it to keep the cost to a minimum, because if you treat the whole building as one component, it gets more expensive at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, we may have some PCBs, some lead paint, all that's pretty standard. It's just that adhesive material that was used on the first floor, from the basement to the first floor, that's a problem for us. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. Town Administrator's report?
I don't have anything else to add. I'll keep working with Rick on that asbestos before demo.
Okay, thank you. Chief, any update?
I think we've covered everything so far. I have nothing else to add.
Okay. Thank you. Number 7, invoices. And we have a variety of them. Okay. The first invoice is from Pomeroy Associates, dated 7/21/25. It's invoice number 22.107.013 in the amount of $29,525, and this is for services through from 1/21/25 through 7/21/25 in the amount of $29,529. I see that some of these have check marks on them that was sent in.
So, Rick, as the OPM, has to approve the architect's invoices. So all of the Secotio invoices should have Rick's check marks on them.
Okay. I see. Okay. Any discussion regarding this, this invoice from Pomeroy Associates?
No.
Okay. Seeing none. Would someone like to make a motion?
Move to
We're
pay
going to take each invoice and vote it individually.
Yeah, move the paid said invoice.
Okay, we have a motion, and do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dusty. How's that? Okay. Chief,
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter,
Yes.
Dusty,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
and Jean.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's approved. Then from Secosio Associates, we have a number of invoices, and they're all individual. The first one is number 22085-10, dated February 7th, 2025. This is in the amount of $21,459.90, and they have been checked and approved by Pomeroy Associates. And I don't know if you looked at it or not, this regards prior civil engineering and survey and test pits. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Peter. Second?
Second.
Second by the chief. This is number 10. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
The next one is invoice 22085-11, dated March 3rd, 2025, in the amount of $13,174.50. And they have been checked and approved by Pomeroy Associates for the total of this invoice, $13,174.50. Any discussion? Okay, do I have a motion?
So
Yeah,
moved.
Yeah.
So moved by Peter,
Second.
second by Rob. Okay, and this is for invoice 22085-11. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Okay, unanimous. The next one is invoice number 22085-12 with a date of April 8th, 2025, in the amount of $10,274.25, consisting of 3 separate occasions which have been verified by Pomeroy Associates. Any discussion? Seeing none, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peter, second?
Second.
Second by Dusty. This is for invoice 22085-12. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is, we're still, all of these are Secosio's and Associates. Number 22085-13, and it is dated May 1st, 2025, in the total amount of $21,577.38. They have both been verified and approved by Pomeroy Associates. Any discussion among the committee? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Peter, second.
Second.
Second by Rob. Any discussion? Seeing none. Again, this is number 22085-13. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
That's number 13. Number 14, this is, the full number is 22085-14. It is dated June 1st, 2025. The total amount is $21,000, $21,342.42. From two separate occasions, which have been verified and approved by Pomeroy and Associates. Any discussion? Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Second?
Second.
Second by Chief. Any discussion? Seeing none. Chief?
Yes.
I'm just verifying that this is invoice number 22085-14. The Chief was a yes. I am a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Okay. And the last invoice I have from Secosio and Associates is number 22085-15, and this is dated July 2nd, 2025. The total amount being $17,748 even, and this was verified and approved by Richard Pomeroy and Associates. Any discussion?
No.
Okay. Seeing none, again, invoice number 22085-15, dated July 2nd, 2025. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
And Jean.
Yes.
So those are all of the invoices that we have as of today.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I want to apologize to you and the committee for the amount of invoices that you just had to approve. We would normally just do them on a monthly basis, so this is all on me. Sort of got backed up, but I appreciate Secosio's patience.
Patience, I'm sorry, interest.
Yeah. Just so you know, the last invoice was for Phase 2. Everything else was Phase 1. And so it seems like, you know, you approved a lot this period, but we hadn't paid invoices for probably since November of last year. So that was all phased. The first number of invoices were Phase 1. Invoice number 15 was the first invoice in Phase 2. So, but going forward, you'll get one invoice a month from each team member. Okay?
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Thank you very much. That's it for invoices. Do we have any other comments from committee members?
I got a question. Going back to the site with the oak tree that has to come down, now you say you're gonna have to use a private contractor to do that?
No, the town will take that down.
Okay. I was just wondering where we had the bucket truck and the chipper truck and all that other good stuff.
Nope, the town will take it down. I just wanted to talk about it and let you know that we do have to take it down.
Yeah.
That we can't work around it.
No, I understand that. Good. And that's my only question.
Great, thank you. Anybody else? No. Okay. So, and we're also getting caught up on our prior meeting minutes. As you know, Rob was doing them originally. Now we have somebody at Town Hall doing them consistently, and she listens to the tape. So I'm trying to be very articulate on the tape on what we're approving so that she can get that. And I say that knowing that Rob is going to make a correction in some of the minutes. So let's start with May 8th, 2025. Do you have any corrections in that one?
No.
No?
Make a motion to approve May 8th.
Okay. 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 Second?
Second.
Second by Gene. We'll go in the same order. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott? Yes. Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Unanimous. And the next is May 14th. Do you have any corrections in that one, sir?
No.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Peter, second.
Second.
Dusty. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Unanimous. Okay. May 22nd. I'm sorry, May 27th. Any corrections there?
No corrections.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Peter, second? Dusty?
Yep.
Any discussion? No. Votes. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Dusty?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Unanimous. And June 24th. Do you have corrections on that?
Yes, there's a minor
So-
correction that has to be changed from Chief Sampson to Chair Sampson under the committee member comments from that
Would
meeting.
that have been fire chief, or? Yeah. Okay.
Let's
So,
not make this any more confusing.
okay. Okay, so we're correcting that from chief to chair in the meeting, all right?
Okay.
I just caught that today, actually, so it's kind of on me.
Do I have a motion to approve as amended?
So moved. Yep.
Second?
Second.
Second by Dusty. Okay, any discussion? Okay. Chief,
Yes.
I am a yes. The chair is a yes. Peter,
Yes.
Dusty,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Deputy,
Yes.
Carol,
Yes.
Gene,
Yes.
and that is unanimous. All right. Next month's meeting is scheduled for August 26th. Any other questions to come before the meeting today? Any other topics? Great. I think we covered an awful lot of material today, so, and I thank everybody for being prepared for it. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
By the chief,
Second.
and seconded. I'll take a vote. Chief?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Peter?
Yes.
Yes.
Rusty? Scott?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Deputy?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Unanimous? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.